All right, let's talk about Tesla and brain drain. So the one common thing that keeps coming up in my channel, in the comments, on my Twitter, are you afraid that a lot of people are gonna end up the company like you did because of the stock price? And for those that have been following my channel, you know that I worked at the company for 4 years, and then the stock price going up and other investments that we had, specifically in Tesla, allowed me and my wife to quit Tesla and essentially follow our passions because of that financial security. And I keep hearing from people, hey, are you concerned that all the good people are gonna leave Tesla? You know, if the stock price keeps going up, everybody has a number, right? You would think that everybody, once they make enough money at a place, they sort of leave and follow another thing. Now, I really don't think this is gonna be an issue, and I'll outline why in this video, but it's also important to also keep in mind is that these are my opinions, right? This is just from my head. So if you disagree, I would love to hear from you. If you've worked there in the past or are working there, for some reason you wanna say, hey, this doesn't apply to me, then I would love to hear it as well. But I do have a pretty good gut feel as to why this is not gonna be an issue. So let's go ahead and deep dive why that is. So there's 3 key components to my thesis. One of them is that Tesla is able to attract all the best talent in the world without a question. The second one is that the mission that Tesla has as a company is basically unmatched. It's an existential thing. Let's move everybody to a sustainable future. It's more than just country. It's more than just a specific market. It's the whole entire world and humanity. And the third one is the environment that Tesla allows its workers to work in. And that I think is gonna be the biggest one, and we'll cover each one by one. It's no secret that a lot of people wanna work at Tesla because of Elon, because of the way he carries himself, because of the cool products that Tesla make, that SpaceX makes, right? A bunch of different reasons why. But Tesla and SpaceX and other Elon companies have been a constant attraction for the top talent in the world. There's a lot of different publications that talk about this, about how all the really smart people, really hardworking, really brilliant people on this planet want to go work at those companies. And that's not really a secret, right? But there's still a worry that comes up around that fact that says, hey, well, there's only so many smart people in the world, right? There's only so many people that can really go to a company. I truly believe, and I see this on a day-to-day basis, is that most brilliant people that are going to make a difference at Tesla haven't even been hired yet, right? So think about how many people are on this planet. There's 7.6, 7.8 billion people now. Tesla hires 100,000 people. That is 0.001% of the total world's population that Tesla employs. And if you assume that the most talented, most brilliant people in the world are, say, the top 5%, that's a lot of people that haven't worked at Tesla yet. And knowing how global Tesla's impact is, you know that this number is gonna come into play. I can't tell you how many different people I work with that came from different walks of life, different countries, different experiences. And that's really the cool thing about Tesla. It feels like a very multicultural place. You know, it feels like, I don't know if anybody has been to New York City, but it feels like, you know, you walk from one block to another and you see like 50 different backgrounds and races and all that stuff. It's really neat to see. And the same thing happens at Tesla. So Tesla's talent pool is global. You know, it's completely global. And they're not gonna have a shortage of people. But I honestly view that as a minor reason why Tesla's not gonna have brain drain. So the second one is the mission, right? The mission to move our world to a sustainable consumption, sustainable production of energy on the planet. And that in itself, like I talked about before, is such an existential mission. You know, a company like a GM or a Ford or whoever else, you know, even Apple, right? Think about what they're trying to do, what their message is. It doesn't really have that existential thing attached to it, right? That humongous like goal that tries to bring everybody together to solve that specific problem. And Tesla has a massive advantage from that perspective because when you're working there, and I saw this firsthand, when you're working there, that mission is shared by everybody. Everybody's really passionate about the mission. And it makes it really, 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 really easy to work there. You know, it doesn't matter how hard it is. It makes it really easy to want to be there because you know you're gonna make a difference. And then depending on the person, you know, that could be all the motivation that they need. Obviously, a lot of people are motivated by money and having a specific number in mind. But a lot of times from what I saw, a lot of people were very motivated by that mission. You know, it doesn't matter how much money they have in their pocket, it's the mission. I'm making a difference, I'm getting after it, I'm gonna make an amazing product or service for humanity so that we can move us forward. And that mission specifically for me personally was huge. Because if I experienced that sort of difficulty at a different company and it didn't have some sort of like mission attached to it, you would ask yourself, okay, so am I just doing this for the money? And if I am, then shame on me because I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't see what the big mission is attached to it. I'm just busting my ass for no reason, right? So that's a huge portion of it. And the fact that Tesla has that as a variable should not be underrated when it comes to the brain drain. But ultimately, the really big deal, and this is the one that has been kind of profound for me ever since I left the company, and the longer I am away from the company, the more I think this is really the key thing, okay? Is that Tesla, the way they run, is that it doesn't matter who it is that's in that position or in that given role or working on that project, okay? Because you're surrounded by all that talent, because you're working for such a huge mission, because you have so many hard problems you're solving with your brothers and sisters. And I really, really think that the key reason why Tesla will not suffer from brain drain is that they bring the best out of everyone, everybody. There are so many people I saw at that company that would come in thinking they're not made for the job, thinking that this is going to be too hard and it's going to be something that they're not going to be able to get to. And then you end up in these situations where that environment, being surrounded by the people, the talent, wanting to do good for the world, building amazing products for the super passionate fan base, having a leader in Elon that's so inspiring and is always working so hard himself to try and move the company forward. And it's that combination of a charismatic, super strong leader, amazing mission, super great talent in the company, and mission to work for. Those things combined, when you bring people in that environment, it unlocks their true potential. And so the question becomes, does Tesla attract the best talent, or do they mold people into their best selves, right? And this is something that I've experienced. From the time I joined Tesla to the time I left Tesla, I view myself as a much better individual that is capable of solving problems both in a work environment and in a life environment. And that is something that I don't think very many people understand. A lot of people, when they think brain drain, it's like, okay, so you're gonna have people that, there's only a limited number of smart people, and those smart people are gonna work at these companies, and then they're gonna make millions of dollars and they're gonna bounce. But that is not true. I really don't think that's true. I really think a majority of humans, really, 60, 70, 80%, they can all do incredible things, but they haven't found that passion. They haven't found that thing that really will get them to the point where they can solve extremely difficult problems anywhere. Compare that dynamic to any other time somebody talks about work, right? How many people have you found or talked to that say, I absolutely love my job and I learned so much, right? It made me into somebody that's different, right? I was able to go in there and learn so many lessons, and I've blossomed into a different person, right? I saw that with my own two eyes for myself, for my peers, for people we hired, from people in other departments. That growth is everywhere. And so brain drain is not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. Tesla has really figured out, either by accident or on purpose, okay, that human beings are capable of way more than they think. And we've always thought about this. We've always heard this in books or people talking about it. Believe in yourself, you can do more than you ever thought possible, blah, blah, blah. But there wasn't that mission attached to it, right? There wasn't that big thing, that existential thing attached to it. That's Tesla's brilliance. Tesla has a mission attached to it, a existential mission. And then when you pair that with people that have ambition, and people that want to make a difference, will allow so many people to blossom into that next generation of talent. And then those people are going to be motivated for things that are potentially different than money, right? They're passionate about leading people. They're passionate about mentoring people. They're passionate about the mission, okay? And of course, a percentage of the staff will leave. I left because I want to pursue my passions. There is a certain time where I'm like, there's a bigger calling for me, okay? But for me leaving, I saw 20 other people that I would have never imagined would be able to do what they're doing today, and they're in there kicking ass and taking names, and they're making a bigger impact every single day. And it's amazing. I literally talked to my friend from work yesterday, Greg, and he told me about all the amazing things that, that some of the promotions that they were having and everything, and I was so happy. I was so happy because I remember these guys coming in and being not who they are. Right? They were just different people, a little timid, shy, unsure of themselves, not super confident. And now they're leading teams. They're implementing amazing projects, super valuable things. And as long as Tesla continues to do this, and SpaceX, and whatever other company that's been able to capitalize on this thing, Tesla happens to be 100,000 people deep, and it's just getting started. But they figured out how to harness this mission, this energy around solving difficult problems with other people that are just as passionate as you are. And through those experiences, you mold yourselves and you blossom into your true potential. As long as they have that, and I think as long as Elon is there and his generation of leadership is there, this is not a problem. It doesn't matter if the stock price is 100,000. It's going to continue to attract incredible talent, and those that join the company are going to be able to achieve things that they never thought they could. And that is why Tesla's dominance is just getting started. Pretty exciting. Before I wrap up the video, I want to thank you all so much for watching my videos. This week has been incredible for my channel. I've seen a lot of growth. I've seen a lot of people stopping by and dropping some incredible feedback. Thank you so much. We're on the doorstep of 10,000 subs. Mwah. Honestly, thank you so much. I am so grateful. I honestly did not picture myself doing this after I left the company. I thought I was gonna, travel and sort of like try to live a life of leisure for a little bit, try to let my brain, sort of slow down and calm down. And then I got an itch to try and do something, and I figured sharing my story out with the world would be something that would be fun, especially as I saw a couple other people do it as well for their own domains. And I'm like, this looks incredible. I want to sort of back them up and share my story. And then it seems like it has resonated with a lot of people, and I'm just eternally grateful for that. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your support. I will continue to do this as long as it's been fun, and I can see this being fun for a really long time. So I just want to thank you so much for your support. If you like my video, I would love it if you throw me a like. If you want to see more content from me, click subscribe. If you want to become a patron, I have a link to my Patreon below. And if you'd like to join the channel on YouTube, I have a button for join right below this video. Thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to bring you more content next week, and we'll see you on the flip side. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.